We may start, ma'am, now.
Yes, ma'am. Kalpana
Yes,
can go ahead,
please.
ma'am.
Recording started, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Shall I start?
Yes, please. Yes.
What we say is important, for in most cases, the mouth speaks what the heart is full of. Good evening, everyone. The galaxy of intellective, honorable teachers, invited guests, and our beloved students. How phenomenal is this day? You will witness a scintillating program ahead. It's an honor itself to honor this charming and beautiful audience today here. I, Kalpana Negi, once again welcome you all on behalf of the school and respected principal in today's elocution competition. The art of public speaking is the art of giving power to words to influence, inspire, and transform lives. This is done in an attempt to promote English in terms of pronunciation, delivery, and voice modulation to develop English in form. Benefits of elocution. Improving voice quality. Here's the catch. It may also increase an individual's confidence and self-esteem when using their voice. Elocution clearly helps build on communication skills. It helps improve grammar. It builds confidence and makes use of style, promotes use of written and spoken words, and also promotes a way of speaking that expresses identity and aspiration. The topic for today's elocution competition is A Stitch at Time Saves Nine. Rubrics for the competition are as follows: presentation, delivery, voice projection, convincing and persuasive power, presentation its, and the time limit is maximum 5 minutes. We all know that good things come to people who wait, but better things come to those who go out and get them. Some of our talented students have registered their names for elocution competition, and the contestants are from grade 10th. Initially, I request Ms. Purva Dhul to come on the stage and share her views about the given title. Please give her a big round of applause.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes. Am I visible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, I'll just start. Procrastination is the thief of time. If one does not immediately sew a small hole in a garment, then it will eventually take on the proportions of a bigger tear, and the garment might end beyond the state of repair. So it goes to say that it is better to deal with the problems and conflicts in our lives when they first appear, rather to put them off for later when they will become something bigger, hastier, and more troublesome to deal with. Good evening, everybody. This is Pooradhul from class 10th A, and today I'm going to deliver a speech on a very beautiful and a very well-known saying, a stitch in time saves nine. Most of us, we tend to neglect the small things in our lives, pushing them to the back of our minds. But these neglects later result into bigger losses. If there is a crack in the ceiling, it is prudent to have it repaired immediately before it turns into something bigger and leads to the entire ceiling coming crashing down someday. It makes sense for the students to study a little every day so that at the time of examinations, they are free from the worry. Despite understanding this proverb, time to time we are faced with such situations in our life where a, where a little attention in the beginning could have meant saving ourselves a lot of time in the end. Almost all of us, I believe, have misplaced our keys at some point in our lives. If we had kept them at the right place, then we would have spared ourselves the time we took looking for them later. Therefore, we should correct these wrong things and the wrong choices, the wrong decisions in our lives at the earliest. Stitch all the holes before they develop into bigger ones that can't be mended. Foster a relationship, look after, take care, and think twice before doing something. Because we all know that prevention is better than cure. It all starts from very little things in life. From tying your shoelaces firmly at the first place so that they don't open again and again, to taking care of your health from when you're young so that you don't have to suffer in your old age. And so on, there are millions of things to start at. You're not here to brood over your past or your past choices or the decisions that you've made. You're not here to hold regrets. You've been given this life because you and you only were capable of living it and making the best out of it. So, make amendments before it's too late. Stop procrastinating. It's the thief of time. Don't waste an opportunity if you get it. Time is something so precious that you can't buy. So don't waste a single bit of it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You were amazing. Next, I would like to call Ragini from 10th A.
Am I audible?
Yes. Ragini, we can hear you, but I can't see you.
Now are you
Yeah.
able?
Yes.
A very warm good evening to everyone. Today, I, Ragini, of class 10th, is going to speak on a phrase and a well-known proverb: a stitch in time saves nine. Find a way when you have time. Otherwise, it's impossible to find a way out as time goes by. The phrase lying strain that one must not waste his her time in doing useless or undesirable stuff. Rather than the person should concentrate and focus on his her problems by not dealing time. Laziness or idleness are the biggest enemies of a human. As much as we delay in our work, we, we need to put in double efforts for its completion. And if this smaller matter is understood by all, then no work would be difficult or unsolvable for anyone. Any kind of problem we have to face in our daily life, maybe it's physical, social, or personal. If it's not solved within the time, then we must have to suffer further in resolving it, that which later takes more time. Time is an important part of life and plays a significant role. It is true that time is an asset, so time must be used wisely like money. Those who wait always keep waiting, and those who work with respect to time, the time creates history. Sri Krishna has described the importance of time in Bhagavad Gita in beautiful words. He stated that if Arjun had not attacked in time, that opponent would have won the battle by attacking him. He added that time is considered a dynamic concept rather than a static one. Let's evaluate the case of a disease. A neck-like cold turns into several cough problems and a runny nose. In Gujarat, India, there was a certain break in dams observed which led to floods. After investigation, it was noted that the dam was not prepared in early stages. We can learn the importance of time from farmers. Before the first rains, farmers have to ready with sowing and fertilizing, and if they delay, it has a huge impact on crop yield. Even Israel made use of stitch in time saves nine. After the formation of Israel, the Arab countries stated that Israel would lose. Israel thought that instead of waiting, they should take some action. Therefore, Israel attacked first. And consequently, the Arab military became weak and Israel won the war. A frequent delay in time and communication or misunderstanding causes misunderstanding in relationship. As the importance of time to a smart student, she has a complete plan to solve a 3 hours paper. They move towards success by proper time distribution for each problem so that in the end they will not run out of time. Time is a scalar quantity which does not stop for anyone. Even great achievers say, find you respect time and time will respect you back. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was inspiring. Now I would like to call Disha from 10th B.
Hello, ma'am, am I audible? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Disha Karale, and I am the student of class 10B who's in the front of you all to speak on a very important phrase of English. A stitch in time saves 9. A stitch in time saves 9. First, let me tell you all the meaning of this phrase. This phrase means that a piece of cloth gets tattered, and if you don't stitch it on time, in future the hole is going to get bigger and bigger, and you have to put more efforts than before to stitch it, and you have to put more extra stitches than before. In our daily life, almost all have that habit of putting things off to do them on later date. We often hear people say, I will do this on later, but the letter never comes. If you have a problem or something that is very important enough to be solved, attend to now, just do it then and there only, because later words you will have to put more efforts for it. For example, I want to tell you on my experience. When I was in class 9th, the last year, everything was going online, obviously, or schools also. Like other kids, I also didn't study anything whole year. And in the month of January in 2021, our school announced that this exams are going to be held offline in the month of February. I started feeling panic. I was not even prepared for it because I didn't study anything the whole year. I left with only 1 month and my whole syllabus was pending. I started feeling anxiety. I was like that, how I'm going to cover this much syllabus in just 1 month. And that 1 month was very tough for me. Now, I just want to tell you all through this my experience that please take this phrase very seriously in your life. If by chance, if it falls in this kind of situation like I did, so please don't give up. Because many of the people start feeling depressed and they give up. And that month of January, I had to sacrifice a lot of things. I stopped watching TV, I stopped using internet, I reduced my sleeping hours. And I got very good result also. And in the last, I just want to say that take this phrase very serious in your life because we are completely unaware of our future. And our present really matters on our future. So do all your things on time, and if there is a problem which is big or small, just solve then and there only. So thank you. I'm ending it here.
Thank you, Disha. Now I would like to call Apurva Birit from 10th B.
Ma'am, I'm visible.
Yes, you are dear.
Okay, sir. Can I start?
Yes, yes, please.
Wasted time cannot be recycled again. A very warm and pleasant evening to one and all present here. So today I, Apurva of class 10B, going to share my views on topic a stitch at times saves 9. I sometimes wonder why do we waste time? We waste time to flee away from the predeterminants of existence. We just want warm and cozy life, like grabbing a packet of chips and spoon and slumber on bed. But through this inaccurate habit, there are 0% chances of becoming successful in life. Instead, life without success is like food without spices. Suppose your favorite piece of clothing gets torn and now has a hole in it. If you don't fix the hole by stitching it, the hole will grow bigger and bigger in time and the clothes will get ruined. A stitch at times saves 9 teaches us prevention is certainly better than cure. If you are serious enough to complete your work within time, you prevent all kinds of trouble in future. It further tells us laziness is cause root of suffering. Delaying things will take you nowhere. Negligence can be a necessary evil. For example, if you start taking drugs or alcohol for fun, there are possibility it turn into your habit in future. And if it does, you will have to stop it at initial stage, or else it will be very difficult to get rid of it later on. Too much of addiction is always harmful, and if you keep neglecting this fact, you will be risking your own health. Nothing in this world can buy us more time. Our time on this planet is limited, and we have to make best out of it. Every second in 24 hours of a day is important and precious. Thus, wasting time is a foolish choice. Besides, working on time enhance our decision-making skills. Procrastination is bad for us. It affects our behavior around friends and family. Misunderstanding can often break our ties, so we should clarify our thoughts by talking to each other before we resume our bond. Time is not like your peasant, like it will knock your door. Knock, knock, can I come, my dear majesty? And you reply, no, I am busy. Time is as important as water. If not utilized on correct movement, you will starve and finally die for success. Even boss fire out the workers if he or she is late. Time also